that I'll start by saying good evening and switch on your cameras, because that's how I'm so used to meeting learners, and every time I have to find new tactics, new ways of encouraging all of you to switch on your cameras. Thankfully today takes care of that. I also thought that I'm going to distribute some blindfolds today for all the learners to wear while we do all the fun here, and so that you get an experience of how it is when you don't switch on your cameras and we as mentors have to talk to alphabets. So, but as always, your mentors are kinder than me, and they told me don't do this to them. So you got saved by your mentors and your course assistants on that over here. And how many requests I've already got for extensions of submission. They're all under consideration depending on how much you clap for me. And make you a note. Right? And don't bank on my kindness. I lack all of it. All the learners know this, that I don't have a kind bone in my body. But jokes apart, it's so wonderful, like Shubhangi said, to have you here. I think, I know we belong to the digital space, but there's nothing like meeting in person for human connection. And what is learning without human connection? So thank you all for coming here today. I know that it takes a lot of planning at your end to make yourself available to join us here today. So thank you so much for doing that. When we started, and there were just 2-3 of us, a Google sheet that Shiva had prepared with a broad outline of the courses we wanted to launch, and that's it. That's how we started. Our vision was blurry, but our spirits were of strong determination. And look where that has brought us. As Shubhangi also mentioned, this is a vibrant community today of 1,000+ learners, 50+ design experts and professionals who serve as mentors, a dedicated team of 40+ who bring all of this together, and scores of recruiting partners. The epitome of this community is diversity, with a wide range of age group, people from across geographical locations, a variety of educational and professional backgrounds, different career aspirations, and I'm proud to say even neurodiversity. This is our biggest accomplishment, and it's overwhelming. So I want to open today's event by honoring this community. I want you to picture a quilt, the kind of quilt that gets made by joining small pieces of fabric. Each piece of the fabric is different, and they're sewn together into a pattern. I see every member of this community as one of those pieces. Each is different in the color, in the way it looks, but we all come together and create a beautiful picture. That's how I see this community. Right at the beginning, right at the top, are our learners. You are the heart of AND. I cannot express to you how my heart swells. You can hear it. Probably. That is not my heart. But you can probably hear that in how my voice is shaking as I'm saying this. My heart swells when I see the journey of each one of you. And each one of us is inspired by that journey. You trusted us with your dreams and aspirations. You trusted us with your career, your future. I hope we live up to it. This is a responsibility that we accept with a lot of sincerity. And we make it hard for you. I know that. We push you, we hold you to high standards of achievement, and we keep pushing you week after week, day after day. Your tracker sheets, the color coding in them, yeah? All of that is familiar. And you're so trusting with what we do with you. Sometimes even when it is not making sense to you, you still go with it. This bond of trust we hold, we cherish very, very dearly. So thank you for that. Next are our mentors. You are the soul of ANT. I've often wondered why you trusted us and our vision, this crazy vision of delivering design education online through a part-time course. But something in you made you trust us. We don't make it easy for you as well. There are color codes to follow and frameworks and tons of Google Sheets and Miro boards and planning diagrams, and we chase you all day with a long list of to-do, and you play along merrily with us. In between the 20,000 things that you have to do, and they're all working professionals. This is not what they do. This is not the only thing they do. With all of that, you find time and the heart to do this. We can't achieve the quality that we want to achieve if you don't subscribe to the same level of quality. And I want to take a moment in this to highlight the full-time academic team. They are my heroes. They work relentlessly and they smile through all of it. They are the strongest pieces on this quilt. Thank you guys for that. This ANT Social is also special because we are joined by another segment of our community which is very, very essential. Our recruiting partners. They say the proof of the pudding is in eating it. So when our graduates get hired by you and we get feedback from you about their performance, that is the proof of concept for us. And I'm so glad that today, Mukrit, Jumana, Aditi, Amber, you've chosen to spend the day with us. This is for me a testament that if we need industry relevant talent, it has to be a partnership between academia and industry. It's not a transactional relationship where a training institute is the provider and the recruiters are the consumers. It's a partnership and we have to nurture it together, and their presence here tells me that they believe in this as well. That's why from their busy schedule, they've decided to spend this day sharing their insights, enriching all of our thoughts with what the industry wants, what they need. Because when we set up ANT, we didn't set it up to distribute certificates and diplomas. We did not set it up to fulfill the social need of getting, your graduation. It was set up with a very clear goal to bridge this gap of design talent that exists in the industry. So in this, we are all together. Every time an offer comes to our students, our heart swells, we feel proud. Every time a graduate gets rejected, it just makes us more determined to, what can we do to step it up? क्या कमी रह गई, उसको सुधार करें. So, you are our adrenaline as well as our dopamine. So thank you for that. Every quilt has a few pieces which are not very prominent. In ANT, that is the team of ANT. They are the invisible pillars that hold this structure together. Even today, they're not here, they're somewhere. And they're all working. And they worked till late night yesterday, and every day they do this. Without their efforts, the experience of our learners, mentors, recruiters would not be the same. They're literally those pieces which you don't see very often, but if even one piece is removed, the quilt will fray, will get tattered. Very proud of you guys. Thank you for everything. So, yeah, I remember. The researchers are not clapping, they're not getting extensions. I saw them clap. Anyways, so I saved the best for the last. When you set out on a mission, you need cheerleaders and you need critics. critical friends. People who will give you brutal feedback, honest feedback, and who will cheer you on, because there will be days when you will doubt what you're doing. And is blessed to have some of those. Some of them are here, some of them are not there. Shiva, Shyam, Madhu, Snehanshu, who's not here, Usha, Simran, so many of these people. I have asked these people of big things over short messages. You know, when I didn't even have time to make a phone call. And they've always been there. Knowing that when things are down or when I'm doubtful or when I really need somebody to, tear this apart, and if I go to them, that's what they will do. That is the strength. They are literally like those corner pieces of a quilt which hold the whole quilt together. So thank you guys for always being there. So this quilt that we have, it has all these pieces which are all different and all of that. So does that mean that every piece in this world belongs to this quilt, to this community? I thought about it. What makes a piece belong to a quilt? It's what it is made of. The yarn. It can look different. The pattern on it, the motif on it, the color can be different. But if the yarn is of the same, if it's made up of the same, then that piece belongs to this quilt. And in the good old days, they used to pull out the yarn from the pieces itself to stitch the pieces together, and that made very strong bonds. So I think it is that common trait that all of us, whether learners, mentors, the team, the recruiters, our cheerleaders, I think we're all made up of the same yarn. And that is what is common. And not just that, we all come from the discipline of design. So what is that? For me, it is having the courage to do what you want to do and believe what you believe in. To set goals that, if they don't seem impossible, are certainly difficult. Some may say that, what's the big deal about joining a 5-month part-time course? Is that a big goal to achieve? I know from our 1,000+ learners that it's a big goal to achieve, because that's not the only thing that they are doing, along with a lot of other things. And for each one of us, for our mentors, to bring this quality after a full day job, for our recruiters to sort of say that, okay, I'm going to hire from these people and I'm going to carry the torch, because I know that the training of our learners continues when they join their first job. So I think having these goals which seem impossible and having the grit to follow through and be at it and keep going till you achieve it, till you do it. I think that is what is the spirit of Anne. That is what is common in each one of us. That is what brings us together. That is what pulled all of us together here. From faraway places, people have flown in, people have taken long cab rides. It is this common trait. And I thought I'd conclude by sharing a poem which Shivani is going to bring on screen and play, which I think captures the spirit. Despite of all testing, something has been can we do that? Something else that's playing. Sorry, this is not the poem. I remember then we had another event a week back, and Jitin was saying that this is smart technology. I hope it plays this time.
He, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't.
Can we start again, please?
But he would be one who wouldn't say so to somebody. said that it couldn't be done. But he, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled a thing that couldn't be done. And he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has done it." But he took off his coat, and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin, a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled a thing that couldn't be done. And he did it.
Each one of you, from the back to the forward, saw yourself in it. Yeah? So thank you for being that person. I'm also reminded of two lines from Hindi poetry. I'll only say two lines. इलहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. Those who try never fail. And thank you for being those who try. And then you do it. So have a great day today. Let's make memories that last very long till we meet again here in person next year. And about the extension, I'll think till the end of the day. Thank you, Shubha.